Who was that stranger? The man in the dark suit, surrounded by an unusually tight circle of security, moving through the crowd at Jin's encore concert, as if the entire arena froze for a moment. Thousands of armies screamed for Jin. Lights flickered like constellations across the stadium, yet in one corner of the VIP section, eyes turned towards someone no one expected to see. The moment was brief. Too brief, but unforgettable. Someone of significance had entered the scene, and it was clear that even Jin's staff knew exactly who it was. The camera flashes didn't catch his face fully. He moved with quiet confidence, flanked by 3 men in black wearing discreet earpieces. For a second, the energy in the air changed. Fans whispered, "Who is he? Why so much security? Is he from HYB? Or someone even higher?" The tension rippled across the crowd like a secret only a few could sense. And right as Jin's voice filled the arena with a chorus of the astronaut, the man looked up, eyes fixed on the stage, and smiled. Was this planned? Was Jin aware of his presence? What's striking is how everything seemed to shift from that moment onward. Jin's tone softened, his gestures became slower, and his gaze occasionally lingered toward that part of the venue, as if he recognized the presence of someone deeply important. Those sitting close swore they saw Jin give a small, knowing nod in that direction. But the real question haunting everyone now is, who exactly was he? Some fans speculate that the mysterious visitor could have been a major industry figure, perhaps a global executive or even a diplomatic personality, given the high level of security. Others whisper theories that go deeper, maybe a longtime friend of Jin's, someone connected to BTS's earliest days, or even a key figure preparing for something monumental behind the scenes. But here's what makes this moment so electrifying. None of it was announced, documented, or expected. This wasn't part of the show. It felt raw, unplanned, and undeniably real. When Jin stepped onto the extended platform during the encore, the spotlight tracing his every move, he paused for a second. The crowd thought it was part of the dramatic setup. But if you looked closely, there was something else, a fleeting glance toward that section again. Was it gratitude?
Surprise?
Or maybe something more emotional, something personal? One army from the front row posted later, "The second he looked over there, I felt it." It wasn't just a look, it was recognition. Another wrote, "It's like Jin saw someone he hadn't seen in a very long time." And that's when the emotional tension reached its peak. The lights dimmed. The final notes of Epiphany began to play. Jin's voice, trembling yet powerful, filled the space. He wasn't just singing anymore, he was feeling every line. The lyrics, the emotion, the history, it all collided into that moment, and when the camera panned toward him, you could almost see tears forming. Behind the mic, he smiled softly, but the expression carried weight, as if he was saying goodbye or acknowledging something profound. Was this encore hiding something deeper, a secret meeting, a silent message, or the beginning of something new? The man in the suit didn't stay until the end. Right before Jin's final bow, he rose, nodded slightly, and disappeared behind a guarded exit, leaving whispers and theories trailing behind like shadows. Fans tried to follow, to capture one more glimpse, but the security line was tight, professional, and unbreakable. Even the event staff looked unusually alert. Whatever this visit was, it wasn't casual, and yet the aura around the moment refuses to fade. There's a chill, a pull, like the universe rearranged itself for something we can't fully explain. Armies left the venue restless, replaying the moment over and over, comparing angles, searching for clues. The fandom is alive with speculation, videos circulating online showing blurred outlines, fragmented frames, and subtitles filled with question marks. Why now? Why during Run Seokjin? The encore? Some believe this is connected to something larger, an upcoming project, a new phase in Jin's journey. Others insist that it was someone deeply personal, perhaps tied to Jin's past before global fame. There's talk about the timing too. Right after Jin completed his song, before the confetti fell, right when the world held its breath. Everything about it felt too synchronized to be coincidence. Jin himself hasn't addressed it. No staff comments, no official statement. HYBE remains silent. But silence, in moments like this, speaks louder than any press release. It fuels curiosity, emotion, even a quiet sense of unease. Because everyone who was there felt it, that unspoken shift, like something monumental was quietly unfolding behind the lights. And maybe that's what makes this night unforgettable. It wasn't about spectacle. It was about mystery. The unknown presence that walked into a world built on sound, love, and connection, leaving behind more questions than answers. Could this have been a prelude to a new chapter? Was it a global figure showing support? Or a deeply personal reunion masked under the glow of stardom? Nobody knows. But what we do know is this: moments like these define Jin, not through noise or headlines, but through emotion, silence, and meaning that echoes long after the lights go out. The concert ended in a sea of purple light sticks. Jin stood at the edge of the stage, bowed deeply, and said only one word: "Thank you." The crowd roared. But maybe, just maybe, that gratitude wasn't directed only at ARMY. Maybe it was for the unseen guest who appeared and vanished just as quietly as he came. This is the kind of story that won't leave the headlines or the hearts of those who witnessed it. Because when something feels this deliberate, this charged with emotion, it's never just coincidence. It's the start of something we're only beginning to understand as, oh, ARMY, what do you think? Who was that man who stood under the shadows during Jin's encore? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Hit like if you felt the same shiver in your chest. And don't forget to subscribe, because something tells us this story isn't over yet. Not even close. And yet, as the night bled into the quiet of dawn, the questions only grew louder. The footage from the fans' phones began to circulate at an uncontrollable speed. Short clips, angled glimpses, each one showing a slightly different detail of the mysterious figure's presence. Some caught a faint reflection of his watch under the flashing lights. Others the distinct emblem on the suit lapel that didn't match any known HYBE or BTS tour staff uniform. And then came the theory that froze every timeline. What if this wasn't just a VIP? What if this was someone from outside the music industry entirely? Rumors of government ties, diplomatic connections,